everyone, and welcome back to the Nook podcast. It's currently 7:15 in the morning, and we have not slept. But I remembered that we watched a film, and thought, "Fuck it, we're gonna get it out of the way early because we didn't like it." So this is a very raw film review thing. I'm gonna trip over my words a dozen times, probably. I barely remember what happened in the film. It was that forgettable. But anyway, I'm your host as ever, Peppermint A, joined by the Obsidian Nook once more. Say hello.
Sorry, I was trying to not but hello.
Hello. She is here, the disgusting animal that she is, apparently.
What?
I'm joking. Anyway, we are doing Big Mama's House as part of Madam's review. Why?
I regret it. It didn't bring any nostalgia.
That sucked. I genuinely watched it and I've already forgot about it.
It was one of those ones where my mum had it on DVD and we watched it a lot, and I thought it would be like great for nostalgia. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, it's one of them weird. It's one of them weird 2000s comedies where it's just a rom-com, but somehow it just involves weirdly cross-dressing. Like we had like Norbit and that. That was I can't even remember if that was a fucking.
It's basically like a detective going.
An FBI agent goes undercover to protect a woman that he ends up falling in love with from her evil ex-boyfriend that might as well not been in the film. But yeah, it's Martin Lawrence, that's his name. Basically in a fat suit for most of the film. He has like a partner who exists. I don't know why he was in the film, to be honest with you. That dude that he's with.
He was just like some side like detective when he helped.
He was like his partner, but he didn't really do anything worthwhile for the plot. The evil ex-boyfriend, pointless. He is in about 10 minutes of the film. He is in a car throughout, like, the first 2 acts. I think he's got about 2 scenes cut in between. Just because it seems like the producers and the directors was like, oh yeah, shit, we made that the plot. We better put in an evil bad guy. And then in the 3rd act, he comes in, he ruins everything. Of course, they end up beating him. He loses his disguise, and then everyone's like, oh no. And then he has his big redemption arc where he realizes that he does love woman, and they get together in the end at church. That's about it. All the in-between stuff is just the shenanigans of like Mrs. Doubtfire, where it's like a man in disguise, but he's got to be careful not to be caught and have his secret revealed. Oh no, that'd be terrible. That's basically the plot. Yeah, it's bad, dude. I don't know why you made us sit through this shit. There was a couple of moments that sort of made me like exhale air out of my nose gently.
Yeah, but to be fair, it was like, because it was one night when we couldn't sleep again and we were just watching films instead.
What did we do before? Because we did 2. What was it? We did My Choice as well. Trying to remember on a day like this is not a good idea. I cannot remember what film I chose for the life of me, even though it was 2 films ago, because we didn't. It wasn't Final Destination. Lilo and Stitch was last. You don't need to get up. But still, yeah, we did film recently, and then we did this one after, but then we went and did Lilo and Stitch for your birthday. Oh, actually, I remember. Okay, we're just interrupting the show. Now you need podcasts. This is a good episode. I did Tropic Thunder, that's the one. And then you were like, let's find an old 2000s comedy, and you picked this fucking monstrosity that has 2 sequels that we will probably never cover. Because we barely got through this one. Yeah, I don't know why you made this your choice. You immediately regretted it.
I'm glad we don't have it on DVD.
Not anymore. Unless it's buried in the mountain of DVDs that your stepdad has.
No, I asked for one of do you want this? He was like, no.
Yeah, no one
I
wants
was
this
like,
shit.
Okay, into the chat.
Yeah. This is definitely a charity shop movie that sits there
what's
forever.
It's like the amount of DVDs my mother had that hadn't been like unwrapped that she'd picked up. Like, you know when they do like Pound Ananas to do that like one singular shelf.
Yeah, the
Like,
technology bit. Yeah.
£1 or £2.
There could be some more right ones in there.
Them I found that were sealed, and I'm just like.
We spoke about this before, but your mother was a hoarder. She had a lot of useless junk.
I just want to clarify. Not keep rubbish. It was more like items. You know, like bric-a-brac.
Dodgy using charity shop terminology. Basically, like ornaments and stuff, but stuff that realistically is just like not needed. Luxury, if you wish, leisure items, and a fuck ton of DVDs. And this was one of them. We didn't use that. We went on Disney Plus, regrettably, and now you wasted a fucking chance. I'm half tempted to take pity on you and let you choose the next one, but well, that's a video for another day. But yeah, this is a short one. It's been several days since we've seen it. We're both very tired. It's... ow, my head. 6:51 now. It's probably been about 6 minutes. It's a short but sweet. We're tired. This film sucks. It's like the guy who at like 3 in the morning does the sign language for everyone, saying go to bed.
Unfortunately, we don't have any of our co-hosts.
They've been fed and now they're not interested.
I fed them early and now they don't want to know.
Yeah, they've had food, so fuck them. Fuck us, I guess. But yeah, that's it. This film is bad. This is one of those really badly dated 2000 films. It reminded me of the fake Jack Black films from the start of Tropic Thunder, the Farties or whatever they were called. It's literally the same premise of like the same guy is playing a different character.
The thing is, Big Mama's House used to be really popular back in, you know, when it came out and so many years after.
Well, it got 2 sequels.
But now it's just like, you watch it and it just doesn't feel as nostalgia, you know?
Yeah, it's just a fucking weird comedy that you just...
Watch like, Epic Movie and
We will consider that when we cover those films eventually, of whether or not these films are good. Date Movie is just like, you need to be skinny to be attractive, lol.
It's a romance like comedy, but it is kind of digging at overweight people.
It's just like fat shaming the movie.
So I generally don't know how well that film sits now, but like Epic Movie
I've seen so many times. That film was so strange. And then there's Disaster. Those films we will cover at some point, but my god, there's such a backlog of...
Friday.
Yeah, the second one's coming out at some point. I don't think it will. It's just going to be like the first... They're just going to try and make it too much like the first. Anyway, we're going to call it a day there because we're just talking about random shit now because we're done with this film. Apologies, it's a short one, but it's good enough. It's not...
I don't think you guys will.
No. This was bad.
I have PayPal now, so unless somebody wants to pay us,
Stop.
Donation.
Stop. Subscribe to our OnlyFans. No, I'm kidding. We haven't got one. Subscribe to our cat Tiny's Only Paws. If only that existed. She has tiny little hairy paws. Anyway, I've been your host as ever, Peppermint8. Thank you ever so much for listening. I've been joined once more by the Obsidian Nook, whose links you can find in the description, with a gun in her mouth, like me right now. Just kidding. Or am I? If you don't see any uploads in a while, who cares? But anyway, thank you again. Oh, I've got to unstick myself from the bed. And we will see you next time.